Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This session is entitled Parsha Masai, Mitzvah of Yishuv Haaretz, and the Shita of Rav Moshe Feinstein. The pasuk says, "Varashtem Haaretz v'yishavtem ba." Rashi takes it to mean that if we wipe out the inhabitants, kick them out, then we'll be able to live in Israel. Ramban says it is more than that. It's not just a practical advice that if we kick them out, then we could live here, but it's actually a mitzvah. It's one of the 613 mitzvot. According to Ramban, his commentary on the Rambam Saifer Hamitzvot, he writes, Chiyuv b'chol hadorot. It is a mitzvah, one of the 613 mitzvot. We are Chiyuv in all generations. The Teshuva writes that this is agreed according to all poskim, that it is a mitzvah for all generations. A fascinating truth on the topic is Rav Moshe Feinstein. He writes briefly that yes, there's a machloket between the Shitot, Ramban, who says it's a mitzvah, Rabainu Chaim in Tosfot that said it is not a mitzvah nowadays, and he says even according to the Ramban, it is not a Chiyuv, it is a Mitzvah Kiyumit. It's a very nice mitzvah if one chooses to do it, but it is not an absolute chavah, obligation, because if it is so, then how could it be that anyone lived in Chutz La'aretz? It would be an absolute prohibition to live anywhere else besides Israel. Therefore, Rav Moshe concludes that it is a Mitzvah Kiyumit, a nice, wonderful thing to do, but not an obligation. Saifer Maiafar Kumi, written by Rav Zvi Glatt from Merkaz Harav, shortly before he was killed, challenges Rav Moshe, and he writes at 7-8 pages of criticism against the Shita of Rav Moshe that just doesn't seem to fit. Now with the Ramban, who has used the word Chiyuv, and now with other Shitot as well. What's fascinating is Rav Moshe was shown this Sefer after the author was killed. They found the manuscripts. They showed it to Rav Moshe and they wanted Haskama. Rav Moshe writes that he read what the author said about his position. He thinks the author is wrong, and it was a bit too challenging for this young author to write that way against Rav Moshe. But he says, nevertheless, it is a wonderful Sefer, and it's a great zechus for the neshama and for Klal Yisrael to read the Sefer. This is truly what we call a machloket l'shem shamayim. Shalom.